I'm Bill DeFoi with the Heritage Medía-Group, and welcome to News Junkies. My guest today is Mary Maranville, and she is the founder and the executive director of an organization called Students for Eco Education. And Mary, good to have you with us.
It's actually Students for Eco Education and Agriculture.
Okay, stand corrected. So Mary, tell us about this group that you head up.
Okay, we are a nonprofit. It was founded in 2008, and the mission of SIAG is to educate children about the farm origins of their food.
That is perhaps one of the greatest things, because people, when they think, especially kids, well, where does corn come from? Well, I just go to the grocery store and pick it out of a bin or in a can, but it goes beyond that.
Right, it does. And we believe we're cultivating mindfulness. We really want the next generation to understand that their food doesn't come from the grocery store or a restaurant. It actually starts at the farm, and the amount of work and effort that it takes to grow food and put it on our tables every single day.
Now, do you have a working relationship with the farmers in the area that students can go out and visit the farm and actually see crops in different stages?
Yes. So when I founded the organization in 2008, we were only going into classrooms for about 45 minutes, but I quickly realized to really give kids the understanding about agriculture and farming that I needed to get them out of the classroom. So I approached Limoneira Ranch in Santa Paula, and they were very happy to allow us to use their farm as our outdoor classroom. So we have a very wonderful working relationship.
With any nonprofit, there has to be a passion on your part for this kind of an organization. What is the catalyst for you?
The catalyst for me is I was raised on a dairy farm in upstate New York, and when I came to this county and saw the agriculture and met some of the farmers, and then I actually saw a field trip at Hanson Agricultural Center in Santa Paula, and I really said to myself, I wish someone came into my school and taught me about the wonderful work that my father was doing to put food on people's tables every day. And I was like, okay, I can make a difference. So it was my farming background, and then I've always wanted to be a teacher. So the two together.
Perfect match.
Perfect match.
So when you came to California from upstate New York, and I suspect that you even went to a dairy farm or two out here in California. Mm-hmm. Did you see a lot of similarities, perhaps some differences between what your dad was doing in New York as opposed to out here in California?
There's not a lot of dairies in this area, so to be honest with you, I didn't visit any dairies, but the big difference between growing the crops here and growing them in upstate New York, of course my dad had to grow a lot of cow corn to feed the cows. It's cold there 6-7 months out of the year, so that's the number one difference. I mean, you're trying to farm and raise livestock when there's 4 or 5 feet of snow on the ground. It's not an easy occupation by any means.
Well, it's not. And for those that know a little bit about me, I work every 4 to 6 weeks on a farm that raises miniature horses.
Wonderful.
And so I'm out there and I'm slinging the alfalfa hay, the grass hay, and then slinging other stuff too. So it is a unique lifestyle. Would you not agree with that?
It's very unique, and it's interesting because I just had this conversation today. Dairy farming, raising livestock, farming, you have to absolutely love it. It's not an occupation for the weary. These men and women that get up every day before the crack of dawn to farm, they absolutely love what they do, and they love feeding people. Yeah.
Wonderful. Now listen, and one of the reasons that you're here visiting with us is that you have an event coming up, and it's called Ventura County Farm Day, and it's going to be a big celebration. Tell us about that.
It is. The celebration is, we call it celebrating the hands and lands that feed us. And of course, SEAG, throughout the whole entire school year, we teach children about the origins of their food. But the average adult cannot answer questions that we ask them about agriculture. Like when we say, how long does it take to grow a lemon? A lot of people will say, oh, it takes a week. It takes 9 months to a year. So Farm Day is at the next level of teaching the whole entire family about agriculture and where their food comes from. So this year is the 3rd annual. It's on Saturday, September 26th from 10 until 3 in the afternoon. And we have 25 different farms on the tour. And so we have in all different kinds of farms, livestock farms, row crop farmers, orchards, you name it, they're on the tour. And it's a self-drive tour, but then once you arrive to the farm, a farmer will answer all your questions and will take you on a guided tour of their operation.
Wonderful. Now, I understand that at the end of the journey is a big barbecue.
There is a big barbecue, so that from 10 until 3, and this is all free of charge. We don't charge a dime to the general public. At 4 o'clock, we are having a big barbecue. Young farmers and ranchers are barbecuing the tri-tip and the chicken, and then we have Jason Collis is the chef at Limoneira, and he will be making farm fresh salads using crops from the local farming community, and that's $35 a person and $15 for kids 12 and under.
Well, Mary, I want you to take a look at our one-eyed camera out there, and if you would please invite our friends to come out, give a website and a phone number where they can get more information.
We would actually love it if you participated and came out to the farms on Farm Day. Again, that's Saturday, September 26th from 10 to 3. If you would like more information, please go to VenturaCountyFarmDay.com. And if you want more information about SEAG, it's really easy. You can go to SEAG.org.
Mary Maranville, thank you so much for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you out there on Farm Day.
Thank you for having me.
Well, you're more than welcome, and anytime you're welcome in here. And for News Junkies and the Heritage Media Group, I'm Bill DeFoi.